Once upon a time, a man and his wife went deep into the forest to gather firewood and wild vegetables. The sun burned overhead, and as the day wore on, the woman grew terribly thirsty. Her throat felt dry, and her strength began to fade. At last, she told her husband she needed to find water. The man's face filled with worry. He knew the forest well, and he knew its dangers. At the foot of the hill lay an evil pond, feared by all who lived nearby. Old legends warned that anyone who drank from its waters would lose their human form and turn into a tiger. He held his wife's hands and pleaded with her, saying that there was no safe water in the forest and that it was better to wait until they returned home. He warned her again and again never to drink from the pond at the foothill, or she would be cursed forever. The woman promised to obey and walked away in search of water elsewhere. But as she wandered through the forest, her thirst grew unbearable. Her steps slowed, her mind weakened, and before long she found herself standing at the edge of the evil pond. She hesitated, remembering her husband's warning. Fear tugged at her heart, but doubt crept into her thoughts. Perhaps the stories were only superstition. Perhaps the danger was exaggerated. Driven by desperate thirst, she finally bent down and drank from the pond. When she returned, her husband asked anxiously whether she had avoided the cursed water. Afraid to tell the truth, she lied and said she had found water somewhere else. For a short while, everything seemed normal. Then suddenly, her body began to itch violently. The sensation grew stronger with every passing moment. Panic filled her eyes as she cried out that something was terribly wrong, that she felt as though she was turning into a tiger. The husband demanded the truth once more. This time, trembling with fear and regret, she confessed. She apologized, saying her thirst had overpowered her will. The man broke down in tears. He told her there was nothing he could do now. The curse had already taken hold. This, he said sorrowfully, was her fate. They returned home as night fell. Darkness wrapped the village in silence, but inside the house, the woman's suffering only grew worse. Before dawn, the transformation was complete. She had become a tiger. The next morning, the man stepped outside and froze in horror. A dead animal lay in the yard. When he looked at his wife, he saw blood around her mouth. His worst fears had come true. With a heavy heart, he told her that if she had only listened to his warning, none of this would have happened. Overcome with shame and fear, the woman fled into the jungle. There, fully consumed by her curse, she attacked and killed a woodcutter. When villagers later found the body, they knew the terrifying legends were real. The tiger woman truly existed. One day, the tiger returned to the village carrying a dead animal in her mouth. When the villagers saw her approaching her former home, terror spread among them. Armed with weapons, a group of men went to confront the husband. They told him that his wife was no longer human. She had become a dangerous beast and could no longer live among people. Understanding the pain she had caused, the woman realized she must leave forever. She told her husband that her disobedience had destroyed their life and put everyone in danger. With sorrow in her eyes, she said her final goodbye to her husband, her home, and her village. Then she turned and ran toward the forest. As soon as she reached the trees, she took her tiger form once more and vanished into the deep jungle, never to return. The forest swallowed her footsteps, and the legend of the tiger woman lived on, a haunting reminder of temptation, disobedience, and irreversible fate.